Hello everyone, I'm Satyam and in this video we will be talking about the DOM in JavaScript, and this is the last part of the DOM series, and so this will contain much more info than the other videos in DOM. So we will learn many things in DOM. We will now learn how to add and delete nodes from a DOM tree. uh, we all know that what is a DOM tree, how we can like access some elements of a DOM tree. There are hundreds of methods by which we can change or change the content or the text of the DOM tree. So what we will do now is we will simply make some changes in our code and then see what will happen. There are like lots of codes and we can and lots of methods there, and so we can like make the best use of the method so that we can do our task more easily. So let's see what we have here. So this is the same DOM tree that I have been shown that I am showing you from the in the last videos, from the last videos. And now you will get to know that how to like you can change and add more nodes to the DOM tree. So let's dive into the coding part directly. So this is a basic page. In this page I have written two I have started from the simple HTML document, and in that HTML document I have created a div tag with the ID of div1. In that div tag I have two paragraph tags, and in that paragraph tags have the ID of p1 and p2. There are two IDs. So after that there is a script tag which loads my script when the page loads. So I have created a function load named as load, and in that function I have created I have written like 5 lines of code. So what is happening here is you can see on the right hand side there is a there are 2 lines. This is a paragraph, this is another paragraph, which is shown with the help of the paragraph tag. So after that you can see that there are like more variables and lines, so we can use that too. So there is a variable named as para. So variable para is creating an element of a paragraph. So with the help of the para variable we are creating a new element with the help of the create element. So create element will help us to create a new element of the paragraph type. You can create any kind of element with the help of para. So after that what we can do is I have written the text node. Like now the paragraph tag needs some text in it so that it can display that text. So I have created a text node, create with the help of the dot create text node method. I always say that please try to remember the case. JavaScript follows the camel case, so please try to follow that syntax. So after that create text node, I have passed the variable that I want passed the string that I want to create that as a text node. So after that I have written para dot append child, and in that I have passed the node. Append child will what will do is append child just append that thing. Append means that to join at the end. So append child will join the text node at the end of the paragraph element. So after that what we will do is, so now we have appended that thing. So now I have created another variable. That variable is taking the div element, and then div element is then after that I am appending that element with the para element, so that now the div element contains another element of the paragraph type which has the text node of this is new. Now this is new is the new paragraph added at the end of the div tag with the help of these 5 lines. So when I have not run that function here, I have just created that function and not called that function. So now what we can do is when I call that function, so what will happen is you can see on the right hand side now there are 3 lines, and this is new is appended to the my previous body of the of the elements. So you can see that this is what actually happens when we create nodes with dynamically on the runtime. So we can also like create a button, and then on the button we can create an on click event, and after clicking that button the new paragraph is added. So we can do something like that. So this is another example. So this one is something bigger example than the previous one. So I have the same code and the load function is still the same. So I have created a before function. Before function has again like 5 to 6 lines of code. So there is a variable named as para, and it's again creating an element of a paragraph type. After that I have again a node variable that creates a node. This is new. After that I have appended that node with the para variable, and after that the element is now pointing to the complete div section. So and at the last I have used the insert before method. Like all the lines are same, but just the last line is changed. Now my element is insert before para and child. So the child element is placed before the before the paragraph elements. So insert before helps us to insert the new element before the paragraph elements. So insert before places an item on the top of the DOM tree inside a particular block or inside a particular branch, you can say. So the output I get it is this is new, which when I call the function load, then the load function just adds the this is new on the last of the paragraphs. So now my div contains 3 paragraph elements after calling the load function. This is a paragraph, this is another paragraph, and this is new. But after that I called the before function. Now the before function adds the topmost this is new text, or this is new paragraph, so that we can add that thing before the all the paragraphs, or before the all the elements that is present in the particular block. So you can also give the exact location or position, and you can use that too. So I hope it's something clear. Now this is another thing. I have used 2 more functions, remove and replace. First 2 are for just inserting elements, and now this is for the removing elements. Now there is a variable named in the remove function of the script tag. There is a variable named as parent, and then the parent is now pointing to the id of div1. Now parent 2 holds the content of the div1, then child contains the content of p1. So div1 and p1 are then just now suppose I want to remove the this is a paragraph, I want to remove the first child or the first paragraph. What I can do is parent is the main block, and the child is the it's you can say child. So what you can do is parent dot remove child, and the remove child method is used to remove the child from the parent. So the child is removed with the help of this method, and when I call that function, this is removed from the block. This is removed from the div element. Now after that there is a replace method. Replace method is used to replace the text with some other element. So now you can see that I have created, and I have then in the end you can see I have now replaced the child of para and child. This means that when this code runs, okay, what will happen is we get the output as this is a paragraph, this is another paragraph. When my script runs, I get the output as because the replace function is called first, then I get the output as this is new and this is another paragraph. After that I call the remove function, but because I have already replaced that child with some other with some other paragraph. Now there is no child present to remove, so I can't remove that child because it's already replaced. So I can't replace that thing. So with the help of remove, I have called the remove function, but the remove function doesn't remove anything because there is no child present with that name or id. So what I have to do is, I have just changed the one line of code. Either I am calling like different function, and one must remove the one paragraph, but the remove function is not working. Why? Because there is no such element present in the DOM at that time, because the replace method is called first. So I hope this is clear now. So thanks for watching guys, and stay tuned with Unacademy for more videos, and you can get the full source code at the following link.